I've met people, and I think we all know at least one person that is forever engaged, and the plans or a marriage on the horizon just doesn't exist. Now, normally when you get engaged, it's the promise, or at least the commitment to one day get married. And in today's modern times, it's perfectly fine for that to last up to 5, 6 years, especially if there's financial issues or if they just want to ring it out on Facebook for all the attention that it's worth. But forever engaged people, there's a lot to tell there, a lot of observations to be able to make. One of them is that you can almost, not guarantee, but you can almost bet that it's a relationship that hasn't been the most faithful. Often, a man or woman, predominantly the male, isn't quite ready to get married. They're not actually ready to commit to the relationship, but they don't want to lose the relationship. They don't want to lose what they have, so they kind of put a pin on it by proposing to get married, but never actually set the date. It's like saying, "You're mine. We're engaged. It is going to happen," which means this relationship is now worth something. And these tend to be the most worthless relationships. These are the ones where they're either unfaithful or the idea of romance is kind of dwindling. Their love that they thought was so much prosperous and it was isn't as much so as they thought. It's kind of a really sad limbo of something. It's the promise of something that's never going to come. The psychology to it is interesting. I know some people that are forever engaged, and I know that they've been unfaithful to each other. But this isn't out of the ordinary for those that are forever engaged. It's a lack of commitment, and also it's you can tell by the character of people that most people that get engaged but never go through with it, they haven't gone really through with much in their lives. I don't know, it kind of spills out, I guess, a desperate, almost sad demeanour about their characters. Obviously, there are reasons why people are engaged for long periods of time, like I said, financial reasons and personal reasons. Sometimes they just get engaged through pressure because everyone says it's great, you should get married, and all their friends are getting married, so it's more like a status thing. And they exist as well. But I would say to anybody that if you're in love with someone and you find yourself always engaged, and if you're the person that wants to get married and your partner doesn't, it's pretty obvious that they don't have any plans on marrying you. It's more of a I would say security deposit, so to speak. Like not security deposit. What's the right word to use here? It's kind of like a leash or a contract. It's to say that it is going to happen, but there's no specific date or plans put into place. It's not even a pipeline dream. It's just a way of saying this relationship's real. We're not failing at it as we have failed with many other things. Because from my own experience and what I've observed about people, these tend to come from the failures of humans. Well, what they deem as failures. So some people, they try to thrive to be something like a writer or a singer or an actor, and they fail at all those things, and so they can't fail at the relationship, and so they commit to an engagement but never to the actual marriage. And it is a very sad existence of a relationship, and it can really grow from there. I think it's quite a damaging and toxic thing to do, to get engaged without any plans of getting married. It's sort of, I don't know, it shows the staleness of that companionship in a sense. But yeah, that's me.